Okay, so this is from the book of Wisdom, 13th chapter, from the Septuagint. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is neither, by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deem either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods. Let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty hath created them. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionally the maker of them is seen. But yet for this they are the less to be blamed. For their peradventure is seeking God and desires to find him. For being conversant in his work, they search him diligently, and believe they sight, because the things are beautiful that are seen. Howbeit neither are they to be pardoned. For if they were able to know so much that they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out the Lord thereof? But miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope, who call them gods, which are the works of men's hands, gold and silver, to show art in, and resemblance of beasts, or a stone good for nothing, the work of an Asian hand. Now a carpenter that felleth timber, after he hath shown down a tree meet for the purpose, and taken off all the bark skillfully round about, and hath watered handsomely, and made a vessel thereof fit for the service of man's life. And after spending the refuse of his work to dress his meat, hath filled himself, and taken the very refuse among those which serve to no use, being a crooked piece of wood, and full of knots, have carved it diligently, when he had nothing else to do, and formed it by the skill of his understanding, and fashioned it to the image of a man, or made it like some vile beast, laying it over a vermilion, and with paint coloring it red, and covering every spot therein. And when he had made a convenient room for it, set it in a wall, and made it fast with iron, for he provided for it that it might not fall, knowing that it was unable to help itself, for it is an image, and have need of help. Then maketh he prayer for his goods, for his wife and children, and is not ashamed to speak to that which have no life, for health, because upon that which is weak, for life prays to that which is dead, for aid humbly beseecheth that which hath least means to help, and for a good journey he asks of that which cannot set a foot forward, and for gaining and getting, and for good success of his hands, asks ability to do of him that is most usable to do, that is most unable to do anything. Okay, that was talking about idols. But a lot of times those idols are symbols of power, not the power itself. Just like you make a house of different bricks, you eat food, you don't worship food, but you use those for power. You use food for the power of the body to energize you. So some things have its